Hello everyone, this is Dudediligence here, and today we're going to talk about Cryptyde. And the ticker for Cryptyde is going to be TYDE. It's not on the market yet, it will be. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about everything about Cryptyde, what it is, how does it do to make money, what are some existing operations, and then it's closely related to the ticker BBIG. And as you guys know, we broadcast a short squeeze of BBIG earlier this year, and we made a lot of profit on that trade, and we directly pinpoint when it's gonna increase and at what price point. So in this video, we're gonna just talk about Cryptyde. And for those of you who are here for our BBIG community, join our Discord, and there's gonna be another BBIG video coming out right after this one. This one is specifically for those who don't understand what Cryptyde do, its potentials, its downside. We're gonna lay it out all here for you guys. This is just gonna be a consolidated video to tell you what is Cryptyde and what you do about it. And again, we are not financial advisors. We do not give financial advices, and everything we say on this channel is for shits and giggles. Now roll the clip. Hey, welcome back guys. So let's get into this. What exactly do Cryptyde do? Well, first of all, before you have to understand what Cryptyde do, you have to understand that there are three segments of the Bitcoin market. We have the miners, B, the consumers who buy the Bitcoin and utilize the Bitcoin, and you have the third part, which is more of a B2B market where it's called the usage of Bitcoin, which just means, you know, if a company decides to sign a contract with Bitcoin custodian and saying, hey, now Bitcoins, your guys are acting like a bank, and consumers can start using Bitcoin to pay for, let's just say, movies. You know, AMC decided to, decided to make sure that, or get into the contract where they're saying that they accept Bitcoin, they accept Dogecoin now. Like, as long as the more, so basically the usage part is the more usage, or the more of these vendors decided to utilize Bitcoin or any of the crypto assets as a currency to exchange for goods. For example, if I'm Amazon and decided, hey, I'm gonna allow Bitcoin to become one of those currencies that I use, and then Bitcoin becomes a currency, and this is where the usage market booms, okay? And then the second market is just a consumer trading market, which, you know, this is where all Coinbase and all of the trading platforms are at for Bitcoin. And then they're basically making money on payment for order flow, just like what Robinhood does for regular stocks. It's just that Bitcoin has an automated market making process there. And then the first part is just going to be the miner part, where all of you know that in order to have Bitcoin to trade or have any, you know, Bitcoin that are circulation on the market, you have to have the mining process. And for those of you who want a more detailed video on all three segments of the market, I will make one if you comment down below or like this video. As you know, that number 2 made a shit ton of money on Dogecoin, and we basically started, and I was one of the first members in the earliest Bitcoin community around 2010 and 2008. In 08, we mined Bitcoin, we did a lot of shits and giggle things, and no, I did not save any of my Bitcoins, probably like 1 or 2 saved away in my old PC. I have no idea what my private keys are, so then, you know, that's a setup. But again, if you guys want our opinion on our future of the Bitcoins, we will post another video out about Bitcoin futures, and basically Bitcoin is a more leveraged index fund, if you guys are curious. But anyways, what does Cryptyde do is they basically are the middleman of providing the service for whoever wanna be all three part of the business. So for example, if you go on Cryptyde's, not really Cryptyde's website, just one of those articles that talk about Cryptyde, it talks about they're right now in contract or in partnership, or, you know, all those three websites use their technology to do stuff. So the first one is called eNFT. So basically, if you go on NFT's website, you will realize that what they do is there are a NFT marketplace, and then they utilize Cryptyde as a middleman to ensure that their back end of their system is great. So basically, Cryptyde is helping NFT marketplace. Basically, they're offering the technology to make NFT marketplace a possibility, or help NFT marketplace become better. because basically they offers the technology behind how to coin an NFT and how to push an NFT to market and how to sort of stabilize the NFT market as a market maker per se. They're more like a backend solution for platforms. And another one is called CW Machines, which is a crypto mining ecosystem which seeks to leverage their technology to bring Bitcoin mining to a price point for everyday consumers. So basically this goes into the first segment, which is the miner segment. And a lot of you are wondering, and a lot of you are saying that Bitcoin mining have a huge barrier of entry, because in order to mine Bitcoin, or in order to become a Bitcoin miner, you really need to buy in the hardware, like an Ant machine, all this kind of stuff. For those of you who are curious about the whole ecosystem of Bitcoin mining, we actually posted a Patreon video somewhere in our Patreon. So, you know, you can support our Patreon, pay for $5. I think it's $10. Yeah, because I get $5 from that. And all the Patreon money actually go to a separate jar, which we are going to use those money to help our subscribers to trade better, to engage in trading experiment. So if you guys want to join our Patreon, smash that Patreon link down below. And we are really grateful for our existing Patreon members to support us so we can put out daily content like this to educate more investors. So what Cryptyde do is they offer you a platform for those of you who, so consider it as like a cloud services. They have the hardware, and then they basically lend you the hardware to mine Bitcoin as a average consumer. So for example, if for me, I don't want to spend $800, $1,000 or $2,000 or plus utility to mine Bitcoin. So what would you do is you would go online and rent a unit. Well, define unit, right? You will rent a portion of their mining power as yourself. So basically you can pitch in or buy this unit, or basically lend it out as a renter of this unit. And if Bitcoin goes up, that means your profit will go up. If Bitcoin goes down, your profit will go down as a miner. So basically they're like Uber for Bitcoin mining, but not really. And then they don't really own the platform that is eventually going to become the Uber for Bitcoin mining. But they do own the licensing fee of offering them this technology to make that happen. All right, does that make sense? Cool. So after you know that what they do, you'll want to know what they are gonna wear or what their business model is. So basically what their business model is they either gonna do a licensing agreement with whoever is gonna utilize their technology, and then all of these companies will pay them a licensing fee, or what they're gonna structure is they're gonna basically structure a pricing model where, hey, you have X amount of users in your platform, we're offering this backend thing. Think about it as a SaaS business, a monthly payment subscription to their B2B platform. And as long as you're utilizing our technology or using our technology, you're going to pay us, let's just say $10 per month per user, or depending on how big your revenue driver is, I might charge you a 7% fee on top of, let's just say I am, take one of those companies. I am CW Machine LLC, and I'll just say I make about $1 million per month. And Cryptyde is going to be like, oh, you make $1 million per month, I will charge you 1% monthly fee on your revenue, and then they will just get 1% of $1 million at their monthly revenue. So Cryptyde actually would have a huge potential if Bitcoin keeps going up and up and up. Therefore, for those of you who are Bitcoin fanatics and believe that Bitcoin is going to become a mainstream currency or asset that people will hold, Cryptyde would be a really good investment for you guys to get into. And for those of you, and then the last segment of this video, we're going to talk about, so how would you get those Cryptyde quote unquote IPO public shares before Cryptyde actually come out in the open market? Well, you have to buy into BBIG. So according to our Discord member, we haven't done the complete SEC filing scan yet. According to one of our trusted members, and we're going to credit to our Charles, which is Crazy Ed on our Discord, he said it's probably going to be 1 BBIG share, 10 BBIG share for 1 Cryptyde shares. So right now the SEC filings, the official SEC filings haven't come out in terms of how much BBIG shares will get you 1 Cryptyde shares, or 1 Cryptyde share will equal to how many BBIG shares. So you would just think about it as sort of like a Torch special dividends sort of situation, but their management team is 10 times better than Torch management team or MMAT's management team. For those of you who are here because you're MMAT holders, a lot of our demographics right now is very scattered. A lot of you are here because I talk about SQQQ, TQQQ. Some of you are here for my Ethereum content because those are really accurate actually, and some of you are here for the MMAT content, and a lot of you are here for the oil content, VIX content, those kind of stuff. So for those of you who are just here to, for those BBIG holders, let's just say it's 1 to 10. That means 10 BBIG shares will get you 1 Cryptyde. That literally means the Cryptyde will worth 1/10 of a BBIG share. So what will happen is what you should really do right now is trying to figure out how much do you think BBIG will FOMO, right? Because when the spin-off happens, BBIG will indefinitely fall to its true value because think about it, right? Right now, BBIG equals to Cryptyde plus BBIG's main revenue source, which is a platform that allows you to share basically TikTok videos, but TikTok videos strictly for dancing and music. So by the time when spin-off happens, BBIG will fall by the value of Cryptyde's value. But right now, in order to gain a Cryptyde value, you have to buy enough BBIG values to get into Cryptyde early. Does that make sense? Because usually what happens is when Cryptyde started trading, you will have a huge FOMO squeeze the first day of trading, okay? And usually, for the most part, I think the average traded spin-off shares is around like $2.5 to $5. It's a huge range there. So you got to figure out how much is it worth, and then you add that value to BBIG's base value. So if you think it's going to trade at $2.5 the first day, then if you add that, then BBIG will probably going to become like $4.6 on the day of spin-off, or the day before spin-off. Actually, it will be the day before spin-off. The official day of spin-off is the day where BBIG's value will actually fall, and then a great portion of BBIG's investors will jump ship to Cryptyde, and therefore you create a huge pump and down scheme. But anyways, specifics about the future of BBIG will be in the next video. If you like those kind of content, smash a like button and subscribe. All right, this is all you have to know about Cryptyde.